Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will discuss about generating color scheme ideas in Procreate. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Welcome back everyone, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I create weekly videos on digital art topics, but I'm also posting my art several times a week on Instagram, so if you want to follow me over there as well, the handle is in the top left corner of the video. And of course, leave a thumbs up for this video if the content inspires you even the least. So today I want to talk to you about color palettes and why it's useful to go that extra step in the planning phase of your illustrations. I feel like most of us like to start drawing with a half-baked idea of where we want to go with our illustration, and then stuff happens while we draw. We maybe even forget what we had in mind at first, and at any rate we eventually get to have a final sketch like I have my villain here. Then comes the second part of the planning phase, the colors. And we tend to go with the first colors that we put down on the canvas. Now a lot of artists are making some mistakes when it comes to choosing colors. They are either making everything too bright and saturated, or they are making everything too dull and desaturated. You often hear people saying that they feel like their colors are too flat. That means there is no contrast in their art. Contrast means that you should use colors that go well with each other, and the most basic color theory tip I have for you guys is to choose colors that oppose each other on the color wheel. Those are contrasting colors. For instance, red goes well with turquoise because they oppose each other. Orange goes well with blue, yellow with purple, and pink with green. I recommend you always choose your colors while you have your color wheel next to you. Another thing you can do is play with the values and saturation of your colors. Make one color lighter and the other one darker. Make one desaturated and one saturated. So I know that dark purple and light yellow go really well together, but instead of jumping into rendering, I want to spend 10 more minutes to create a few other versions. I also put them in my story on Instagram for my followers to choose which one they wanted me to finish. So let's see, what other types of colors can we choose? We can go with one of the color combinations I mentioned earlier, green and pink. I want the temperature of the green to be rather cold and contribute towards creating a villain. And for more contrast, I'm choosing a warm temperature for the pink accents. Afterwards, I simply duplicate the first layer group and play with the hue for each color layer. I stumble upon a really nice desaturated red for the dress, and while I could leave the accents yellow, I want to try something else. So why not try blue? Again, contrasting colors. Just like before, I try to have opposed temperatures for the two colors of my piece. Also, the purple horns and eyes give a really nice effect. Now I duplicate the last color scheme and go with the flow. That means I'm now playing with the hue on the whole color scheme. And I fall in love with this blue and green color palette. I honestly thought this one would win in my stories because it's so cold, so villainy, so sirenish, but it didn't win. So now I want to try playing with darker skin. Again, I duplicate the group of layers and take each layer and adjust its hue, saturation and brightness. After I have the perfect skin color, I move on to the dress and I test a few different colors. Magenta actually stops me in my tracks, but I want something that won't really make my eyes bleed, so I want something more desaturated. I end up choosing a bloody red, which looks kind of hot with the skin color I choose. Since I went with red just like before, I want to see what it looks like with a light blue. This color scheme still works, so I saved this one as well. For the last one, I want to try something different. Every version so far had the dress and the hair darker than the accents, so I want to switch that. In the end, the first version got the most votes on Instagram, so I finished this one. If you would like to participate in polls like this, follow me on Instagram and check out my stories. I post almost daily stories, so I'm more active there than on my posts. If this video has any takeaway points, it's that you should try some contrasting colors before you commit to a color scheme. If you liked this video and the content it had, but you still feel like you need more Procreate advice, head over to my website and redeem your free step-by-step tutorial on how to draw and render a character and a background. Link is in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week.